Hi, thank you both for being here and taking the time to sit through my presentation here. I did a Peerspace intern program analysis, reflection, and recommendation based on my time here. So just a quick introduction. What is the purpose of an internship? It's giving a student an inside look into the industry and a glance of the business world. It's a trial run for the intern to determine if they can see themselves working for the company and within the industry. Why is having a strong internship program important? Well, the organization of the company's intern program will leave a long-lasting impression on the intern's perspective of the company's work culture and mission and values. And why does that matter? The lasting impression will be a direct result of the future reputation of the intern program, and satisfied interns will tell other qualified interns and professors to relay the recommendation, versus unchallenging or poor experiences can lead to attracting lazy or unqualified applicants. So let's look at what can be improved for future interns. Okay. So some opportunities for growth here. The subject of my research topic, what aspects can be enhanced? So orientation and training, why is it important? Well, it gives an inside look of who does what and how do they do it. And it's crucial because many interns new to the tech industry are unsure of the work environment, tasks, and also objectives within a startup culture. Many worked at other part-time jobs or other firms. However, a startup is a totally different environment, and some interns may not be familiar with that. Some questions may arise, like what is the organizational politics like? What are the management techniques? Formality? There's dogs here. What do I dress like? Also, level, type of workload. What can I help with my certain abilities and skills? Also, the workload and feedback. Workload can be determined prior to the intern's arrival by asking what does the company wish to accomplish from this internship, and from there setting clear goals and objectives that can be measured and reflected throughout the intern program. Based off this, it will create a very strong learning structure for the intern, and also following up, checking in with the workload if they're experiencing difficulties, and are they creating a relationship with the direct supervisor? Do they have that trust? Do they feel comfortable reaching out to them when running into issues? Just a second here. My methodology, how I went about this research is obviously what I learned and observed here, real life experiences as a Peerspace intern, and also my human resources class taught at San Francisco State University, and the corresponding textbook highlights the importance of orientation training, and also feedback, taking a look at what other educational institutions see as an effective intern program. So there's 3 that I chose. One written a collaboration of 13 different Rhode Island colleges and universities, one from a director of internship at Messiah College, and lastly a collaboration between Ohio State University at Newark and Central Ohio Tech. Which brings us to the next slide. Give me a second.
Like slow-mo.
There we go. Findings. So proper preparation of setting clear and measurable goals can help the intern achieve more with those clear goals and objectives. They can not only achieve more for the company, but for themselves to take with them for their future career. Also, achieving more, walking away from the company knowing that they left their mark, accomplish more, and also reflect on original set goals. So use for reflecting productivity. Am I meeting those goals? How can I do better? what am I good at and should I realign those goals. Planning and executing a proper orientation and training can help the intern learn personal importance. So how does the organizational culture view me? The start of the relationship based off those first impressions. Company expectations, what does the company expect of the intern while their time, throughout their time here? And tools to perform the work and how to perform the work, similar to how customer success goes through a week-long orientation process, familiarizing themselves with the company technology and departmental technologies, and establishing those relationships early on, knowing who's who reports to who does what specifically, and building those relationships when they first come in. So to continue, providing constant feedback can help the intern understand if they are meeting those expectations. Is it aligning with those set in the beginning? If the intern is accomplishing smaller scale work, how does that contribute to the overall picture, to Peerspace as a whole? Understanding their own weaknesses and strengths within the work, providing that structure and feedback will help the intern learn how they work within that field. It also helps the company understand if the intern is engaged in the work, keeping an eye on their workload and progress to make sure that they're engaged, that they're not lost, that they have the right tools to do them. And if a task seems to be in progress for too long, maybe asking how can I help, or why are they experiencing some difficulties. How fast does the intern work? Are they a fast worker? Are they a little bit slow? And how can you realign those goals and objectives to help the intern have a better experience? And finally, establishing and developing mentorship. Guidance from an experienced colleague can help build lifelong relationships and help, with the trust process in knowing who to ask and such. To summarize everything, new interns, unlike new full-time employees, require a little bit more attention, structure, and consistency. So temporary means it indicates that time is limited and therefore more valuable. So the more you can organize and fit into their time here, it can help them learn day by day even more. And with Peerspace's unrestricted organizational culture, where all is encouraged to innovate freely, sometimes the learning structure for the intern can become a little disoriented. In this culture, without the constant feedback, it's easy to lose or not understand their limits within the position and in the department. Without the training and tools given like all other employees, the intern may feel limited to their contribution, or simply be discouraged because they don't have the right tools or know how to fully use the operations. So an example would be like ops or admin, or how to do like a concierge lead, or have access to those. Without having those foundational tools, it's hard for the intern to want to be like, oh, let me help with this. Oh, I want to take initiative on this, because you just simply have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So some recommendations, some orientation ideas to give the intern an idea in a nutshell. What does each team do? A speed dating with different departments within operations, if it's an operational intern, between marketing, host success, customer success, concierge services, any like company jargons or abbreviations they may have within the department or the company to ease the intern into understanding the context of certain projects, an organizational chart, knowing who is in which department and who they can reach out to help for. And from there, syncing calendars and encouraging them to join those meetings based off the intern's interest after that. So the intern can know, okay, I really like post-success and marketing and I want to join their meetings more, so I'm going to sync with Stephanie based off this chart. Overview the company's mission and vision from the supervisor, or if the CEO has some time to really make that first imprint. What is Peerspace, the heart and soul of Peerspace, what was founded on, and what does the future look like? Just a general overview of the company and its intentions. For feedback, having the intern set up a meeting time every 2 weeks, having that one-on-one, checking in, measuring, tracking progress, how is the intern doing. An activity recommended by Amanda, start, stop, and continue. You can discuss what the intern should start doing, what they have a little trouble with, that they haven't started, what they should stop doing, little errors in the emails, or just little things that bug the company. What should they continue doing? Good things, progress. What should they keep working on? And documenting all of the above so you can reflect 2 weeks later, has the intern made progress from this point, and if not, then how can they be helped? Another recommendation prior to the intern's arrival would be to prepare a spreadsheet of what each department or company as a whole could use help on or needs to get done, and then after the speed dating, based off the intern's interest, we can adjust those tasks and add more of those tasks, and then have the intern themselves update the progress if it's completed or in progress, and then after it's completed, the supervisor can review the work and provide the feedback, and that completes the learning circle. Some recommendations for mentorship and belonging, perhaps a welcome lunch or farewell dinner, that first impression and that last leaving impression, feeling amongst the team and part of the team, because sometimes, especially, well, in my case, I'm the only intern, so being connected with all the full-time employees and feeling part of all the teams, I think would help ease in the progress better. Also having outside opportunities, connecting outside of the work area. I know there's a lot of happy hours and such that I unfortunately wasn't able to attend to because of school, but that would be a great example. Working off-site in the city, kind of getting away from the office setting, so creating that relationship while you're still working and new environment, and having a little fun during the work. And then also midpoint evaluations to evaluate how far you've come from the beginning, and then how much you have left to go, and seeing what needs improvement and such. And at the very end of the internship, perhaps the Q&A with the founders, now that the intern has finally immersed in work and gotten to know everybody, they may have more questions that arise at the very end that they would like to get answered personally from the people who found the company, especially within the startup company. That's totally available, and I think that's very special and should be utilized. Exit interviews would be great for the company, just to know what the intern didn't like, what they would recommend, and use that as a tool to prepare for future interns. And also writing letters of recommendation before the departure while it's still fresh in the supervisor's mind, and the intern can walk away with something positive that the company had to say and take that with them throughout their career. And that's my presentation. Thank you. This is just all to make Peerspace better and stronger and more qualified interns so they can make more impact in the company and within themselves.
I don't know if you want me to keep recording, but I just want to say we really appreciate you, one, putting this together and all your hard work here. I know working in a startup is a little bit nuts, and it's very like, just do what you think needs to be done, and that's really hard for an intern. And especially for where you came in and all the things that were going on, we're kind of going through a reorg, we hired Amanda, I was out of town, you handled it like a pro. So I'm incredibly impressed. You did an amazing job. I'm sad to see you go. I'm very excited for all the projects you have done, and I'm very excited to see what you did with the host team. I'm excited for the packages, and I definitely think you're going to make a lasting impact, not only with the work you did, but this project. We're currently hiring interns in New York, and they don't know what they're doing, and this is going to be a great way for them to jump off and to hear the learnings you gave, the learnings that I found, and use that to really help shape our internship program. So I'm awesome. It was awesome. I'm super excited. I'm super sad to see you go. You're gonna have
sad too. I had a blast here. I
good.
All of it. So
Good.
I'm glad that I was able to leave my final mark with this, and hopefully it's useful and it's utilized throughout.
Definitely. I'm gonna take all your recommendations and write them up and share them with the rest of the company.
Great. Yay.